Back at it again on a Tuesday. Alrighty. Today's a lot of the same as yesterday, just a different compound movement. Be doing squats today. It's squats with a K. We're going to be working up to a top set of I don't know, maybe around somewhere between 400 and like 430 pounds probably. I don't know what. We're just gonna have to see how the warm-ups feel. Tell you what I won't do though is I won't make the same mistake as yesterday and not record my last warm-up and then have that last warm-up turn into a top set. So we'll record the last warm-up today just to be safe. Maybe beneficial for me too, just in the moment to see how it moved. But yeah, a lot of the same on squats today. So we're gonna see. No running this morning. No running at all today. I may kind of work the rower into my training at some point today. Maybe I'll use it to kind of warm up a little beforehand. I used to do that. I used to be, I don't know. I used to warm up using cardio machines more, whether that was the rower or the stationary bike or the treadmill sometimes, and even on occasion the elliptical. But I've kind of strayed away from that. I don't really know why. Some light cardio like that for like 5 minutes, you know, it's probably, I mean, it is good. It gets the blood flowing, gets your heart moving. Just kind of wakes up the system. And I may use the rower today to help warm myself up a little. But we'll see. And then, of course, I'll still do like all my other stuff. I transitioned away from like that kind of stuff, that kind of a warm up, and just moved to, I still do warm ups with like machines and stuff, you know, but my warm-up routine doesn't take me very long on any given day, and it shouldn't take you very long either, in my opinion. You know, I tend to take about 5 to 10 minutes to warm up in total, from the time I set foot in the gym and drop my backpack until the time I'm like, you know, kind of under the bar starting to warm up on weight. You know, I do other things to warm up, especially on a day like today where it's lower body. I really kind of try to warm my legs up, open my hips, and just make sure that my leg muscles are good to go. But it doesn't take me 30 minutes, you know. It doesn't take me that long. It takes me 5-10 minutes, you know, 15 maybe if you count the time it takes to load the bar and kind of do some warm-up sets with the bar, and then, you know, like 135, 225, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So it may take me, you know, 10 to 15 minutes in total until I'm actually kind of up there in weight on the bar. But even so, it doesn't, you know, it's not something that I'm like taking my time on. You know, I get in there and I warm up. I always warm my shoulders up. Doesn't matter what I'm doing. Deadlifting, squatting, benching, my shoulders always get warmed up. Your shoulder is an incredibly mobile joint. You know, you can do basically a 180 degree around the world, you know, with your shoulder. And then it also stretches from like over here to, you know, all the way around to the other side. It's very mobile. You can move your shoulder a lot, but that also makes it really susceptible to injury. So I always make sure that I do a little bit of warm up on my shoulders, no matter what the movement for the day is. And that includes today. I'll warm my shoulders up a little bit. I usually just do some like banded like dislocations. So just kind of put tension on a, what are those things called? Put tension on like one of those bands. You know, the name of them is escaping me, but I know you know what I'm talking about. And then I'll just kind of go over my head and then back over again and just do, I don't know, 10 to 15 of those. Just kind of loosen the shoulders up a little bit and make sure that they're nice and warm. Today for legs, I'll probably do some hip mobility as well before I get under the bar. Like I said, I might do a little bit of the rower, just to kind of warm my whole body up a little. And then maybe I'll do, it might be one or the other, but I might do I've been doing leg extensions and like hamstring curls to help like warm my leg muscles up a little bit. Nothing crazy, you know, I don't go in there and load up a bunch of weight on either one of those. I'm usually doing, you know, really, really light, easy weight for a set of 10 or 12, just enough to really kind of feel the muscle working. Nothing crazy, nothing too over the top. So I'll do that, do like one set of each, 1 or 2 sets of each, nothing crazy. It's a warm up and it doesn't take me very long. And then between that, the hip mobility, my shoulders, I mean, after that, I'm under the bar. You know, I go over to put my shoes and my knee sleeves on, and then I go over to the bar and I start doing warm-ups on the bar. Whether that's, you know, I haven't really done RDLs as a warm-up for squats in a while. I'll just kind of move straight to the bar and kind of familiarize myself with my low bar position. So I'll just get under the bar and put the bar in a low bar position, and then kind of, you know, might just sit there for a few seconds and kind of let my body familiarize itself with the position that it's in. Because if you've never low bar squatted before, it's a little different from a high bar squat. Your body's in a little bit different of a position, and there's a lot more stress on your elbows and shoulders. So I just kind of let my body get familiar with it, and then I'll start banging out reps. You know, I'll do the bar unloaded for like 6, and then I'll rack it, load 135. Might do 135 for like 4, and then rack it, load 225. Might do 225 for 1 or 2, and then from 275 and up, I just do singles. 275 for a single. 275 is typically where I'll put my knee sleeves on, and so I'll do a single at 275. And then I'll do, you know, just depending on where the top set is for the day. After that, I'll just kind of make jumps, 315, you know, maybe today I'll probably jump from 315 to 365. And then from 365, it's kind of a crapshoot at that point, whether or not I want to jump straight to 405 or put another warm up in between there, although that would be kind of a small jump. So I may just jump straight to 405. I don't know. We'll just kind of have to see how it plays out. But yeah, I mean, you know, warming up is important, but I see a lot of dudes, a lot of people in general, just out there, you make it 20 to 30 minutes of your gym session, and you don't need to do that. You really don't. It should take you 5 or 10 minutes to just kind of get warmed up under the bar, and then, you know, you should be diving into your routine. It's not something that you need to get super crazy with. It's, you know, it's meant to just kind of prime you, get you ready. It's not meant to be its own separate little like pre-workout. It's just supposed to get you ready for your workout. So yeah, we're gonna walk in here, we're gonna get warmed up, we're gonna go do exactly what I just said, and yeah, we'll see you inside for the last warm-up. So see you there. Alrighty. Yeah, so did not record in the gym today. It was a little crowded in there when I got in there, surprisingly. And then there was a dude that once I got set up on my squat rack, he came in. So the squat racks in there, they're like well, the ones that I use at least, they're basically 2 Olympic platforms connected in the middle by like a monkey bar type deal. It's kind of like I mean, I don't know how it's hard to describe. If you go back to my other squat video, there's you can see what I mean. Like I'm on a platform inside of a cage. It's like a power rack platform combo, and then it's got a like a monkey bar type deal and pull-up bar in the middle. So I typically squat on those because they are, I trust the safeties on those more. The safeties on those racks are just very sturdy. It's attached to like a big, like hefty cage, and if I have to squat heavy in the event, I've never had to bail. Maybe that's a sign that I haven't ever really squatted with enough intensity, but if I ever had to bail, I trust those safeties much more than I trust the ones on the other squat racks that are in there, which are just like regular squat racks. Because these safeties on these cages are connected in the front and back. So it just seems a lot more stable to me. So anyways, I squat on those because of that. Well, that's one of many reasons. And in the middle, there's the pull-up bar. And as soon as I got set up on the squat rack, I don't even think I'd warmed up to like 225 yet. And some dude comes up and pulls up in the middle on the pull-up bar and starts doing all sorts of weird stuff. I hate to dog on people like that, man, but it's like you're in the gym. I get it. You know, we're all in here, you know, bettering ourselves. You're entitled to use whatever piece of equipment in the gym that you want, but I think it's just basic gym etiquette that, like, at this point, once I got warmed up, mind you, I'd been in there for like 20, 25 minutes already. And at this point, it was kind of clearing out a little bit. And so there were other pull-up bars available, you know what I mean? Not near other people working out. And so that's kind of what sort of irks me a little bit, is when you have the entire gym to choose from and you choose to pull up next to somebody on a squat rack, 5 feet, not even from them. So it's like, I don't know, it's kind of annoying, but it is what it is. And I didn't want to, he was close enough to where if I had filmed, he would have been in the shot. And so I just didn't want to mess with it, didn't want to deal with it. So I just didn't record. But moving on past that, I ended up hitting, wanted 405 for a single, decided against it because I switched up my warm up a little bit to accommodate the 405 single. I decided I didn't want to jump from 365 to 405, and I also didn't want to jump from 365 to like 385 or 395, and then just to jump up another 10 or 15 pounds to 405. So I switched up my warm up sets a little bit. I jumped from 315 to 350 to 385, and at 385, I kind of got the intensity that I wanted. I decided not to hit 405 because I think it would have been pretty close. It would have been like a 9.5, something in there. So I just didn't. It didn't feel, 385 did not feel as good as I wanted to justify another jump to 405, especially considering all the extra training that I'm doing. I have to run again tomorrow morning, so I just decided to leave it at 385. 385 was about, I don't know, probably like an 8.5. So I had one more for sure. Maybe had a chance at 2 more. So I think in terms of like RPE and intensity, that would have been, you know, probably about 8.5. So, and when I plugged it into my little calculator, it ended up being 385 at 8.5 was put my max at like 410, 415. So I think I have my squat at 420 right now. That's what I've been training off of, is 420. So I'll probably just leave it there and we'll just continue on the program like this. And yeah, we're just gonna have to see. We'll leave, so far we've left bench alone at 320, and we're gonna leave squat alone at 420. So nothing's really changing so far, which is fine. I mean, it's, of course, would I like to go in and blow up huge numbers? Sure, but I knew that wasn't gonna happen. And I also, you know, you take the win having not lost any strength. Okay, you know, I'd rather that than, you know, losing strength, go in and hit 365 and be like, man, that was like a 9, you know. So we take the wins where we can get them, and I'm happy with stuff so far. Gonna have to figure out what I want to hit on Friday for my deadlift. So I'm thinking I got a run tomorrow. I got another easy run tomorrow. Oh, and I did the rower too today. I did do a 500 meter warm up on the rower, and then I did my workout, which was nice. It kind of helped prime things. I just did a nice and easy pace, nothing crazy. I think my 500 meter time was like 2.5 minutes or so. So I would call that like probably the most astonishingly average 500 meter row time that you could possibly think of. 2.5 minutes, a 500 meter row it does not get more average than that. Oh, hold on, here's my wife. Hi. That's my wife. She's out for a run. I did not expect to run into her. That's funny. So yeah, my row time, 2.5 minutes, and then I did my workout, and after my workout, I did another, I did 10 minutes of like 30-60 sprints on the rower. So it'd be 30 seconds on, 60 seconds off. And 30 seconds just sprinting all out, like rowing, 60 seconds of like a nice moderate 2.5 minute pace, you know. I did that for 10 minutes, ended up getting about just over 2 kilometers on the rower. I think my one kilometer time was like 4 minutes and 20 seconds maybe. So a little better than average, I guess average would have been, you know, closer to 5 minutes. So I guess that's cool. Ended up doing 2,500 meters total, 2.5 kilometers. Did that, and like I stopped at 2,500 meters, which was like 11 minutes or something like that. So nothing super crazy. Just wanted to get a feel for it. I'll probably end up doing like an all-out sprint next week on the rower. Just take my time getting warmed up a little bit, and then just like fastest 1K time I can manage, you know. So because I want to improve short distances. I want to improve my 250 meter time, my 500 meter time, because on the high rocks, that's what I'm going to be doing, is those like shorter distances. And so I want those to be good. I want nice explosive short distances. So we'll probably end up working towards that once a week, you know. On Tuesdays, like today after my leg day, I'll just go hit the rower for, you know, a quick little conditioning drill. But yeah, other than that, I'm gonna head home. I'm hungry again. I gotta cook some beef because I'm all out, so I'm gonna head home and eat something, and I'm gonna say hi to my wife again. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow for our quick 2-mile run. Not a big deal. Here we go.